on there. Have you got enough light there, you lot? Well, that's all we've got, so. Hoping I can get the timing right, the sound effects are quite tight at the beginning. So the scene begins with Asher on a mission to see his all-time dream woman, Linda Fox. She's a huge singer. She's in California. She hasn't actually yet become famous in this world, but Asher has vowed to help her. He starts to hear, I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair from South Pacific in soupy kazoo, causing me to believe massively in Make matters worse. A cop car flags him down.
Very nice.
And walks over to Asher.
Get out of the car. Hand me your license.
Here it is.
Any warrants out on you, Mr. Asher?
Nope.
I think you're mistaken. According to our records, you're here on earth illegally. Did you know that?
It's not true.
This isn't no warrant. They've been trying to find you for some time. I'm going to take you into custody.
Oh, no, dude, you can't. I'm in cryonic suspension. Watch, I'll put my hand through you. Oh, that's strange.
You want to bet about cryonic suspension?
No.
Because if you fool around with me anymore, I will kill you. You understand? I will kill you. You are a wanted felon. I can kill you any time I wish. Take your hand off me, Mr. Asher. Get it away. Now look, if you could put your hand through me, you'd fall through the floor of your car. Think the logic through. Now it isn't a question of my being real, it's a question of everything being real. For you, I mean. It's your problem. Or you think it's your problem. Were you in cryonic suspension at one time?
Yes.
Then you're having a flashback. It's common. Under pressure, you're IfIHadAHifi. Cryonic suspension provides a womb-like sense of security that your brain takes and later on retrieves. This is your first flashback? Some people just can't handle cryonic suspension. They spend their whole lives thinking they're still in it.
Oh, you're talking to one of them now.
Why do you think you're in cryonic suspension?
Well, because of the soupy music.
I don't hear no soupy.
Yeah, well, of course you don't. That's the point.
You're hallucinating.
Right, that is my point. Go ahead and shoot me. It won't hurt me. The beam will go right through me.
I think you belong in a mental hospital in hell.
Maybe so.
Where were you going?
To California to visit the Fox.
As in the Fox and Cat?
Yeah, the greatest living singer.
Never heard of him.
Her. She's not well known in this world. In this world, she's just beginning her career. I'm going to help make her famous throughout the galaxy. I promised her.
What's the other world compared to this?
Well, it's the real world. God caused me to remember it. I'm one of the few people who remembers it. He appeared to me like in the bamboo bushes, and there were words in red fire telling me the truth and restoring my memories.
You are a very sick man, Mr. Asher. You think you're in cryonic suspension and you remember another universe. I wonder what would have happened to you if I hadn't have intercepted you.
I'd have had a good time out on the West Coast. A hell of a lot better time than I'm having now.
What else did God tell you?
Different things.
God talks to you frequently?
Rarely. I'm his legal father.
What?
I am God's legal father. Not his actual father, just his legal father. My wife is his mother. God caused me to marry his mother so that...
Hold out both your hands. Continue. But I should tell you that anything you say may be held against you in a court of law.
All right, the plan was to smuggle God back to earth in my wife's womb. It succeeded. And that is why there's a warrant out for me. The crime I committed was smuggling God back to earth where the evil one lives. The evil one secretly controls everyone and everything here. For example, you were working for the evil one.
I'm working.
Yeah, but you don't realize it. You have never heard of Bellingham.
True.
That proves my point!
Yeah, but everything you have said since I stopped you has been recorded. It will be analyzed. So you're God's father.
His legal father.
And that's why you want it. I wonder what the statute violation is, technically. I've never seen it listed. Posing as God's father.
The legal father.
Who's his real father?
He is. He impregnated his mother.
This is disgusting.
It's the truth. It's the truth. He impregnated her with himself and thereby replicated himself in microform. By which
Could you be telling me this?
Look, the battle is over. God has won. The power of Belial has been destroyed.
And why are you standing here with a cap on? Why am I pointing a laser gun at you?
I'm not sure. I'm having trouble figuring that out. That is South Pacific. Yeah, there are a few bits and pieces I can't seem to get to go in place, but I'm working on it. What I am positive about is Yah's victory.
Yah. I guess that's God.
Yeah. His actual name. His original name. When he was living on top of the mountain.
Look, I don't mean to compound your troubles, but you're the most fucked up human being I've ever met. And I see a lot of different kinds of people. They must have struck your brain when they put you in cryonic suspension. It can't have gotten to you in time. I'd say about a sixth of your brain was working, and that sixth isn't working right, not at all. I'm taking you into a far, far better place than you've ever been. And there will be far better things than you can possibly imagine, in my opinion.
I'll tell you something else. You know who my business partner is? The prophet Elijah.
Oh.
Hello.
365 Kansas. I'm bringing an individual in for psychiatric evaluation. A white male about... Did I give you your license back? He has my gun.
Russia, that's your gun?
What if it's running off the mouth of that gun? I thought he was
What is the individual's name?
Asher, Herbert Asher.
Mr. Asher, please return the officer's gun.
I can't. I'm frozen in cryonic suspension. And there's a 50,000 watt FM transmitter next door playing sound. It's driving me crazy!
Okay, so instruct the station to shut down the transmitter, then we'll return the officer's gun.
I'm paralyzed. I'm dead.
If you're dead, you've got no need of a gun. In fact, if you're dead, how are you going to fire the gun? You said yourself that you're frozen. People in cryonic suspension can't move. They're like Lincoln logs.
Then tell the officer to take the gun away from
Take
me.
the gun away from him.
Look, the gun is real and Asher is real. He's crazy. He's not frozen. Would I arrest a dead man? Would a dead man be flying to California? There's a warrant out on this man. He's a wanted felon.
What do you want it for? I'm talking to you, Mr. Asher. I'm talking to a dead man who's frozen stiff at 0 degrees.
Much colder than that. Yeah, hey, listen, ask them to play the Mahler Second Symphony. Yeah? I play it the way it was originally written, not an all-kazoo version. I can't stand any more of this all-kazoo music. This easy listening music, it isn't easy for me. At one time, I had to listen to Fiddler on the Roof for months. Matchmaker, lasted for days, and it was at a very critical time in my cycle.
All right, what do you say to this? We'll have the FM station play the Mahler Second Symphony, and, in exchange, you'll return the officer's gun. I'll just take the bandwidth. Hang on.
There's a lapse the logic here. You're falling into his delusion. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing fully at you. This has got to stop. There is no FM transmitter broadcasting South Pacific. If there was, I would hear it. You can't call the station any station and have them play the Mahler Second Symphony. It won't work.
You ain't gonna work, asshole.
Oh, right.
Just give me a few minutes, Mr. Asher, to get hold of the station.
No, it's a trick. I won't give up that gun. Release my car.
You better release his car.
And take off the cuffs.
You really like the Mahler Second Symphony. It's got a choir in it.
Oh, do you know what the Mahler Second Symphony has in it? Do you know what it's scored for? Well, I'll tell you what it's scored for. It's 4 flutes, all alternating with piccolos. 4 oboes, the third and fourth alternating with English horns. An E-flat clarinet. 4 clarinets, the third alternating with bass clarinet. The fourth with second E-flat clarinet. With 4 bassoons. The third and fourth alternating with contra bassoon. 10 horns, 10 trumpets. 4 trombones,
4 trombones,
Jesus Christ.
a tuba, organ, 2 sets of timpani, plus an additional single drum off stage. 2 bass drums, 1 off stage, 2 pairs of cymbals, 1 off stage, 2 gongs, one of a relatively high pitch, the other low. 2 triangles, is 1 off stage, a snare drum, preferably more than 1, a glockenspiel, bells, a root.
What's the root?
Root? Oh, well, literally, it means rock. It's made of lots of pieces of rattan. It looks like a large clothes brush or a small room. It's used to play the bass drum. You know, Mozart wrote for the root. Right, so 2 harps with 2 or more players to each part, if possible, plus for the regular orchestra, naturally, including a full kazoo section. Have them use the mixing board to downplay the kazoos. I have heard enough kazoos. And be sure the 2 soloists, the soprano and the alto, are good.
That's it?
You've fallen back into his delusion.
You know he sounds rational enough. You sure he's got your gun? Mr. Asher, how does it happen that you know so much about music? You seem to be quite an authority.
Well, there are 2 reasons. One is due to my living on a planet in the star system CY30, CY30b. I operate a sophisticated bank of electronic equipment, both video and audio. I receive transmissions from the mothership and I record them, and then I beam them to the other domes on my planet and on nearby planets, and I handle traffic and phone lines, whether it's domestic emergency traffic. And the other reason is that the Prophet Elijah and I own an audio retail parts store in Washington, D.C.
Plus the fact that you're in cryonic suspension.
All 3, yes.
And God tells you things.
Not about music, he doesn't have to. He did erase all my Linda Fox tapes, however, and he cooked my Linda Fox incoming transmissions. Yeah.
There's another universe where this Linda Fox is incredibly famous. Mr. Asher is flying out to California to be with her. How he can manage to do this while frozen in cryonic suspension beats the hell out of me. Those are his plans, or were his plans till I stopped him.
I'm still going there. You can't stop me!
I do believe his self-monitoring circuit has just woken up.
Yeah, I wonder when that would kick in.
Okay, so now I can't go to the Fox, so I'm not going there. I'm going back to my dome in the CY30, CY30B system. Yeah, you lack jurisdiction there. Also, Belial does not rule there. Yah rules there.
I thought you said Yah came back to Earth, and if he did come back here, I will presume he now rules.
It has become obvious to me during the course of this conversation that he does not rule here. At least not completely. Something is wrong. I knew it when I started hearing the sappy soupy kazoo music. I knew it when you arrived and told me there's a warrant out for me. Maybe Belial is one. Hey, maybe that's it. You are all servants of Belial. Take the cuffs off me or I'll kill you.
Okay. It would seem to me, Mr. Asher, that there are internal contradictions in what you say. If you will concentrate on them, you will see why you give the impression of being brain slushed. First, you say one thing, then you say another. The only lucid interval in your discourse came when you discussed the Mahler's Second Symphony, and that is probably due, as you say, to the fact that you were once in the retail audio components business. It is the last remnant of a once intact psyche. Understand that if you go in with the officer, you will not be punished. You will be treated as the lunatic that you obviously are.
That's true. All you have to do is tell the judge about God speaking to you from the bamboo bushes. And you're home free. And especially when you tell him you're God's father.
The legal father.
That will make a big impression on the court.
There is a war being fought at this moment between God and Belial. Right? The fate of the universe is at stake. Its actual physical existence. When I took off for the West Coast, I assumed, well, I had reason to assume that everything was okay. Now, I'm not so sure. Now I think something dark and awful has gone wrong. You police are the paradigm of it, the epitome of it. Now, I would not have been arrested if Yah had in fact won. So I will not go on to California because that would jeopardize Linda Fox. You'll find her across, but she doesn't know anything. She is, in this world anyhow, a struggling new talent whom I was trying to help. Hey, leave her alone. Leave me alone. Leave us all alone. You do not know whom you serve. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are in the service of evil. Whatever else you may think, you are machines processing an old warrant. You do not know what I've done or been accused of doing. It makes no sense of what I say because you do not understand the situation, right? You're going by rules that don't apply. This is a unique time. Unique events are taking place. Unique forces are squared off against one another. I will not go to Linda Fox, but on the other hand, I'm not sure where I will go instead. Maybe Elias will know. Maybe he can tell me what to do. My dream was shot down when you arrested me. Maybe her dream too, Linda Fox's dream. Maybe I can't now help her become a star as I promised. Time will tell. The outcome will determine it. The outcome of the great battle. I pity you because whatever the outcome, you are destroyed. Your souls are gone now.
You are an unusual man, Mr. Asher. Crazy or not, whatever's gone wrong with her, you are one of a kind. This is not an ordinary kind of insanity. This is not like anything I've ever seen or heard before. You talk about the whole universe, more than the universe, if that's possible. You impress me. And in a way, you frighten me. Look, I'm sorry that I arrested you. Now that I have listened to you, look, don't shoot me. I'll release your vehicle and you can go. I won't pursue you. I'd like to forget what I've heard here in the last few minutes. You talk about God and the counter-God and the terrible battle that seems to be lost. Lost to the power of the counter-God, I mean. This does not fit in with anything I know or understand. Please go away, Mr. Asher. I'll forget you and you can forget all about me.
You can't let him go?
Oh, yes, I can. I can let him go and I can't forget everything he said, everything I've heard.
Except that it's recorded.
I just erased it.
I thought the battle was over. I thought God had won. God had not won. I know that even though you are letting me go. But maybe it's a sign. You're releasing me. I see some response in you, some amount of human warmth.
I am not a machine.
But will that continue to be true? I wonder. Now, what will you become a week from now? A month? Yeah, what will we all become? And what power do we have to affect it?
Look, I just want to get away from you, a very long distance away.
Good. It can be arranged, you know. Someone must tell the world the truth. the truth that you know, that I told you, that God is in combat and losing. God, who can do it?
Hey, you can.
No, Elijah can. It is his task. That is what he has come for, that the world will know.
Then go and find Elijah.
I will. That's where I'll go. Back to my partner. Back to Washington, D.C. I will forego the fox. That is the loss that I must accept.
Pray for me, Mr. Asher.
I will. I will.
What's it like playing with kazoos in the background?
Yeah, I quite like it.
Who is that man?
Good evening. It's Lord welcome to the horse hospital. If there are any dyslexic ladies of the night who have problems down there, then they've come to the wrong
I know,
building.
wait a minute. It's not doing something. It's not working, is what it's
My
doing.
sofa bicycle and I were rudely interrupted yesterday by an erring hackney carriage. Consequently, I shall be reading this mainly with one hand. Reading with one hand in public is not always advisable, but it gives me a chance to wear some chiffon, which is always a good thing. The following is an extract from a draft copy of Know Your Monkey Spasms, Don't You, Volume 4. I've selected part of the section concerning beards. Beards, work in progress. Here we go. Upon beard. If there was truly one place for a beard, it is surely where ice may form in it. I talk, of course, about the hopefully, heroically, yet tragically doomed polar expedition. Losing your supplies to a crevasse, polar bears, or a poor hand of cards may not be fatal. It may not be fatal if you are sufficiently prepared. Secreted within your beard should be tobacco, chocolate, a slim volume of verse, and a service revolver with enough ammunition just in case you look a tad too appetizing to your surviving and no doubt starving, delirious expedition team colleagues. My own beard. My own beard is kept in a glass case in alternate cool. I hope I don't over-egg the pudding when I say this has almost a relic-like status with the locals, after I produced a copy of Wisdom from it, and then proceeded to teach them the finer points of leg spin bowling. When they carved my likeness some 150 feet high into the glacial wall, I was almost touched. When it finally carved into its iceberg state, I bestrode said berg and walked all over my giant frozen face. Peering into my own eyes, I discerned a human figure trapped within the ice. Organising a work party, the local chaps sort of hacked and drilled and